Welcome to Light Over Heat with Professor David Yamane. This week, let's talk about gun culture 2.0. Last week, I talked about the changing face of American gun owners today, and especially how American gun owners are becoming more demographically diverse. And I said a reason for this is because self-defense is a universal concern, attractive potentially to all people. And I attached this notion to the concept of gun culture 2.0. Now, gun culture 2.0 is a label that I stole with permission from the gun journalist Michael Bain. And the heart of the idea of gun culture 2.0 is that the center of gravity of contemporary gun culture has shifted away from recreational shooting and hunting toward armed self-defense. Now, there's lots of evidence for the rise of gun culture 2.0, including the reasons people say they're buying guns today, the types of guns that are being manufactured and purchased, as well as accessories, the way that guns and gun accessories are being advertised, the entire legal environment for concealed carry being changed, what I call the concealed carry revolution, the rise of the civilian gun training industry, and so on. So there's really no question that the core of American gun culture today focuses on self-defense. Those of you who have watched this far are going to want some caveats beyond the headlines. So here are three. First, the idea of gun culture 2.0 doesn't say that self-defense has never been a reason for gun ownership. People throughout the history of the United States have owned guns for self-defense, not to mention the history of humankind. So the argument for gun culture 2.0 focusing on self-defense doesn't say that self-defense has never been an important part of gun culture. Second, the idea that the center of gravity of gun culture has shifted to self-defense doesn't mean that there aren't many other gun subcultures in the United States. So anybody familiar with guns knows that hunting has not disappeared. Recreational shooting has not disappeared. All sorts of disciplines of shooting competitions still exist. People continue to be interested in gun collecting and historical firearms. So all of these things remain part of American gun culture. But again, the center of gravity, the main reason why people are into guns, the main way that guns are sold, the primary legal environment of gun ownership and use is shifted to self-defense. That's the gun culture 2.0 argument. And last, people have said, what about gun culture 3.0? Some people have suggested that there already is a gun culture 3.0, perhaps one focused on the politics of the Second Amendment, or one that's focused on tactical gun culture. My argument is that in the first place, nobody gets to announce the arrival of gun culture 3.0 until I finish my book on gun culture 2.0. But more seriously, in order for those things to be a true gun culture 3.0, they would have to be the center of gun culture. And I think that certainly there is a very strong subculture of Second Amendment advocacy. There's a very strong subculture of tactical firearms. But this doesn't make them the center of gun culture, which remains focused on individual and family and community self-defense. That's the idea of gun culture 2.0. Hope you found this short description of that helpful.